Hello, Dr. Victor here. It's a new year, a new beginning, and guess what you're gonna need to reach your goals? Is it Netflix? No, it's self-control. Why is it important? And 9 amazing tips to improve your self-control. So watch the video until the end to learn about these 9 easy to implement techniques backed up by science that actually work. So why should you care to improve self-control? Is it even important? Well, science and studies suggest that of the factors that are under your control that you can influence, self-control is probably one of the most important that determines your life success. Other factors that determine success are coming from a wealthy family, education, but unfortunately you can't choose your parents. But guess what? You can choose to improve your self-control. For example, a study of more than 1,000 individuals studied from birth up until 45 years showed that the most predictive factor for success was self-control. So now that we see why self-control is so important, let's jump into the tips that can help us improve our self-control. So the first tip is autonomy, or taking responsibility of your actions and your life. So if the frame of mind that you have is that things happen to you and pretty much everything you do is the cause of external factors and it's not your fault, then the first step is to take responsibility for your actions and for the good and bad things in your life. Because if you always blame everyone else and external factors for your condition, you will never have proper self-control and you will diminish the amount of energy throughout the day. Also, studies have shown that for the same activity, you have more energy and more self-control if you choose to do it, if you want to do it, rather than someone telling you to do the activity. So the first step is to take accountability and take responsibility for the good and bad behaviors in your life. The second tip, people's image of self-control, is it limited or is it unlimited, affects actual self-control throughout the day. So the science and studies show that the perspective you have related to self-control will dictate the amount of self-control you have. For example, if you think you have unlimited self-control and you get even more energized while doing difficult tasks throughout the day, you will have more self-control. Number 3, make the temptation as hard to do as possible, adding detractors and commitments. First off, it will be good to eliminate completely temptations if you can. For example, if you're trying to pursue health goals, eliminating bad processed foods from your apartment or where you live or where you interact at work. But if you can't eliminate the temptations, then make them as hard to do as possible. So related to your goal, add obstacles along the way to your temptations. For example, if you want to eat healthier, then ask a friend, whenever he sees you eating crap, you have to give him 50 bucks. But probably a friend that doesn't care for you immensely and is willing to probably see you cheating and take away your money immediately. Another good example is if you're trying to reduce the amount of entertainment you consume, you can choose blocking some apps on the phone or programs on the computer. For the computer you can use Cold Turkey, which is a great program that can limit the amount of distractions throughout the day. And you can also search for apps for the phone because there are many. I use Stay Focused, which is a great app that can limit the time you use certain applications throughout the day or in a certain hour. And you can also use strict mode with this app that blocks you from doing any changes. So it reduces the amount of willpower needed to resist temptation because you won't be able to do anything. So no need for additional willpower to resist the temptation because you're blocked, you can't do anything. This app helped me a lot, especially when I was studying. I even bought the Pro version because it unlocks additional features. It's an amazing app. By the way, this video is sponsored by Stay Focused. It's an amazing app. No, I'm joking. I'm not sponsored. It's just a really good app. Number 4, make it fun. Improving yourself, and in this case improving self-control, shouldn't be a drag, shouldn't be stressful. You should find the joy and the challenge in it, in improving yourself. And for this you can use gamification, which is this amazing concept that you can use game elements in your daily life and daily activities to reach your goal faster and more enjoyable. Gamification can be done any way you like and for every activity that you can imagine. But here are some gamification apps that I use that have helped me. By the way, I will also make a separate video related to this subject, gamification and apps, because I was a former gamer and I used to play Call of Duty 4 every waking hour of my life, and gamification is a near and dear subject to my heart because it also helps you reach your goals. So let's see some gamification apps. Habitica is a good and complex gamification app because you can also join a party. Epic Win is another amazing gamification app that is like a to-do list but with fun game elements. Life RPG is another app that can make you level up in real life and boring tasks become amazing. How do you say this one? Walkrr or Pokemon Go, which basically incentivize you with game elements and exploring different things to walk more and do more exercise, so approve of that. Forest is another amazing app that rewards you for concentrated and focused work by planting trees in a virtual forest, and if you stick to it enough, you can actually plant a real tree. So that's that with the apps, but you can search for even more apps that can help you reaching your goal in a more pleasurable way. Still related to enjoyment and fun, choose the activity that supports your goal, that you like the most doing. For example, if you want to be healthier, if you want to exercise more, but you hate running, but on the other hand, you love fighting or kickboxing.
It's what I love to do.
Choose these things. Choose the activity that supports your overall goal, that you love to do the most. Also, it's important to remember that something that you want to do coming from inside your soul, intrinsic motivation, is much more powerful than extrinsic motivation, so external factors. I have 1 million subscribers. Number 5, self-affirmation. It's not just a woo-woo magical practice. It's actually backed up by science. Studies have shown that self-affirmation decreases stress, promotes positive change, is linked positively to academic achievement, and can help you reaching your goals. Number 6, make commitments. For example, if you do bad or good behavior, then reward or consequence. For example, something you love doing, such as watching a TV show, you can only watch it while doing an activity that you don't really like but that supports your overall goal. You can watch your favorite show like The Witcher only while on the treadmill or at the gym. Or another thing that you love to do and you can only do it after you finished a certain behavior that you want to implement. Or do one thing you love only after a behavior that you choose. For me, for example, after 2 hours of focused work, playing Apex Legends. And you can also use an application like Cold Turkey that I mentioned several tips ago that kicks you out of the game in the middle of the match after the 30 minutes of playtime have passed. Also promote the forming of beneficial habits by using a cue, the behavior and the reward. These are the 3 elements of forming a behavior. You can read more about habit making. 2 good books related to making habits are Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg and Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's a good idea to transform a behavior that you want into a habit because this makes it more automatic and less thinking for you and less energy for sustaining the activity. Number 7, goal setting. How can you reach your goal if you don't know your destination? You can't. That's why you need small and big goals. Daily, weekly, monthly, yearly and lifetime goals. The more precise the goal, the more powerful goal setting will be. Don't just choose a general goal such as I want to be healthier. This means nothing. You have to be more precise, choose an exact date, the location.
Send me location.
Certain measurements, so be as precise as you can. But choose what works for you, so you won't get goal suffocated. Because too much planning and too much goal setting can be detrimental. Number 8. This is 9. Why is it 9? Number 8. Self-monitoring. Seeing progress, even small amounts of progress, can motivate and encourage you to reach your goal. A study on self-monitoring and reaching your goals showed that the biggest effect was self-monitoring and making it public rather than making it private, and self-monitoring written versus unwritten or unrecorded. Self-monitoring also makes you more conscious of your behavior and your goals, getting you out of autopilot mode. That's why monitoring your progress is so important. Even the small wins, make a note of them. For example, for weight loss, track your weight, healthy meals throughout the day, calories, workouts, or wasted time spent on entertainment. For the phone, you can use apps such as Screen Time or Stay Focused. On the PC, Rescue Time or Cold Turkey. Also for the time spent studying, you can use apps. A good app that I used for my medical residency exam was ToDate. And finally, number 9, visualization. Wow, what is with this amazing fake wizard magical technique? It can help you to choose a certain behavior, visualizing how you do the behavior you want, filled with joy and energy, enjoying every step of the process. So visualize yourself already reaching your goal. Use as many senses as possible and as vivid and as alive as you can. Or visual imagery, for example, being grossed out of processed foods and liking and loving healthy foods. Studies have shown that guided imagery, a form of visualization, can help you lose large amounts of detrimental weight, help people fight off fatal diseases, chronic pain, and also boost athletic performance. So that's that. Write in the comments which of these techniques would you like to learn more about in another video. Thanks for watching. Hope this video helped. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and we'll see each other in the next video, which I'm gonna probably make about gamification and daily life. Thanks again for watching, and salute!